Big games, big bets, better drinks. You're listening to Happy Hour Playbook, your guide to the winning side of sports and lifestyle. I'm Chris, and we're officially on air. Let's see what's on the slate today. Welcome to the Happy Hour Playbook, episode 8. I'm Chris.
This is Wes, co-host.
All right, guys, we got a bunch of things to go over today. First being the final four. We're going to go over the Elite Eight who played, because we kind of left off at the other half of the teams not playing at that particular time. We're going to talk about this beautiful bottle here, Angel's Envy. That's our happy hour pour today. We're going to also kind of dip into the Masters.
Oh, yeah.
Which Wes is super excited about. Also F1, there's some things going on with that. The NFL draft, that's coming up.
It's going to have to be a multi-parter.
Yeah,
there's so much to go over on that.
There's so much that potentially changes, and you know, it's all subjective to what you think, but we kind of looked at what the teams were needing, and he kind of put his little draft. I think we're going to go through the top 10 for him and the top 10 for me of these teams that potentially could be drafting. Yeah, for this week. And then we're going to talk about our last segment, which we'll talk about the happy hour locks. We got some stuff. I looked at golf, some bets for the winner. I know
there's some interesting odds in there. I think, I mean, Prize Picks allows you to do these type of bets, and so I'm definitely gonna be involved in that. I was looking at what you had on there, and then I had a sleeper that I was gonna introduce everybody to.
Okay.
From a friend of mine that thinks this guy's gonna jump onto the scene. So
it's gonna be good.
I think we got a lot to cover.
All right, let's get started. We're gonna get started with our Angel's Envy.
Yeah. So Kentucky distilled. It's a bourbon. It tastes really good. It smells a lot stronger than it tastes. But it's about $40 for this bottle. This is the port wine cask. Ooh. Oh, easy.
Yeah, that's got a kick, boy.
Port wine case, I guess aged. So it's in there for 3 to 6 months in this port wine.
Yeah, it's been in there.
Yeah, it's good. Man, I think it's good. I don't know what you try.
It's
you're a little soft though.
It's
okay.
It's got a little kick at the beginning, but it definitely it smooths out really quick.
It's got more kick than we've had recently.
Yeah, that's up there, but it's really, really good. It's very smooth.
I'm not seeing really. I mean, I can see the maple syrup kind of taste. I'm not really tasting much of the vanilla or the raisins that they say. This one is like supposedly.
I got a little bit of vanilla, but I think it's just more of a smell.
Maybe,
but no,
it does kind of give me that maple kind of syrupy vibe. But it's, I mean, I think that would be disgusting to drink that.
Yeah, I'm not a maple.
But like
fan.
this isn't bad.
It's really, really good.
86 proof, so about normal, about 43% alcohol.
Yeah, which isn't bad. That's actually really, really good. I like the bottle. It looks really cool.
Yeah, they have another level that was with this one. I just started off with the lower end, but it was like $70 to $80. But I think it's rye casks that it's, I guess, aged in. But to me, I mean, this is, as far as bourbon goes, I mean, you can find a pretty good bottle of bourbon from $20 to $40. This one's up there a little bit. I don't particularly care for, I don't know, like all the different, trying to get the raisins and I don't understand why
yeah, I don't get all that either.
But I mean, it tastes like a good bourbon. It would definitely make a really good old fashioned.
All right, we're going to move into the Elite Eight. I think we left you off with I think the only team that didn't play.
You're not going to vote, bro? You're just going to let it sit over there?
Oh, yeah. Let's. I'll give that definitely a playoff worthy. That's really good. I can drink that. I think the initial he's been sipping on it for a little bit.
I have not. I just started.
So the initial hit was like, whoa! It smelled really good. I had smelled it earlier, but no, I'd give it playoff worthy. I'd definitely drink this. It's a good sipping.
I think it's good. I think you're right. I think it's definitely an easy bourbon to drink. Price point's good. It's a good, I guess, value just to have.
Oh yeah, for the price, yeah, you can't beat that.
No,
that's a good one. I think what team we were just waiting for the Duke game, right?
Yeah, so basically UConn upset Duke, and that solidified the Final Four with UConn playing Illinois and Arizona playing Michigan. So,
You want to talk about that game?
man, what a game! I mean, I was on the golf course, and they were up 20. I'm thinking my bet is sold, and I get an alert with, apparently there's no service on these golf courses anywhere, and I get an alert that they're within 5 points. I'm like, oh, okay, well, there's not much time left. And then I watched the last play, and I mean, I think it was a young player made a mistake. I think he was trying to force something when there was no need to force. They were up, and all he had to do was hold on to the ball, let them foul him, or even if they would have got the 10-second violation on the backcourt
violation, yeah.
That would have left the other team with like 1 second or so left. I mean, and then you can set up your defense. Whereas you turn over the ball mid-transition, you're trying to get everybody back.
Yep. Guy
shot a shot from the logo. I mean, they were 0 for 17 at that point, I think, from 3. So, I mean, the fact that he made that, and I mean, he made it. And that ended the season for Duke and all my brackets.
Yeah, I wish, for them to be winning the game, the whole
UConn, man, I'm telling you,
it's crazy. Like winning the whole time and then just giving up that lead.
Well, they haven't had a lead this entire tournament except against BC.
And I think that's what you said.
I don't think they knew how to play with the lead.
Yeah,
and I think that showed kind of the freshmen, not being experienced.
Yeah,
kind of came through with Caden Boozer making a bad choice to try to force that ball over 2 defenders. I mean, all he had to do was hold it. I mean, and I know he was thinking, well, there's 2 on me, so there's somebody open. Maybe he was going to get an easy 2 points out of it. But, I mean, these kids are really good at basketball, so I'm not going to pretend to act like I know better than them. But I think that was probably something where the coaches should say, hey, if you get trapped, let's not force it. Let's just hold on to it. We'll take the penalty or whatever, because it's all it's going to do is going to give them a possession where we can at least set up the defense.
Yeah.
That team probably could still make that shot even with the setup defense, because, I mean, he was 10 feet behind the line. I mean, he was stretching forward. It was almost like a half-court shot.
Yeah.
I mean, it was tough. I mean, UConn deserved to be there. I mean,
I've been
talking about them for 3 weeks now.
And that's where their experience kicks in. Those guys have been in it. This is, year 3?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, this is their 3rd title game in a row.
Yeah, it's crazy watching that game. I was editing the video and I was watching, and I'm like, oh, they got this game in the bag. And then to watch UConn just come back and that shot,
crazy.
Kept playing it over and over and over, and I'm like, wow. It was an amazing shot.
But that's March Madness. That's the games you want to have. That's the games you want to see. We've been blessed this year. There's been only a few blowouts, really. I mean, Michigan's still blowing everybody up.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
That took out my title contender as well. So, I mean, there've been some really close games. Been lots of shots at the buzzer that were either to win or tie or whatever. I mean, it's been a good year. I've enjoyed it a lot, and I don't know if it's maybe because we're talking about it every week.
Yeah,
I talk about it every week, anyways. But like, it's been a good watch.
Yesterday, first game was the UConn Illinois game. That one was really good. UConn and pretty much was going back and forth for the first half. It looked really good. Illinois, I thought, could have potentially come back to win the game, but it looked like 4 shots. They were just forcing, trying to get back into the game.
I didn't watch the game. I just watched the highlights. But I'm seeing here on on our stats here that they were 23% from 3-point. I mean, you're not going to win a game if that's where you're shooting from.
Yeah, they were definitely pushing it. They were definitely trying to get back into the game,
and they were. I mean, second half they lost. I mean, they were down 1 point in halftime score in the second half. But the problem was they were down 6 in the first.
Yep.
So I mean, or 8 in the first. So it was a really close game in that second half. But if they don't, if they make 3 of those 3-pointers and get their percentage up to almost 30, then that puts them right in the game. But they definitely died by the 3, and they weren't shooting good. I mean, neither team looks like they were shooting very good. Both were at 34 and 35% on the field goal percentage. So
yeah, I think they just turnovers play a part of that.
Double the turnovers.
Yeah, they doubled the turnovers, and I just think getting to their star players, Stojakovic, you had the big center that's there. Like get it into these guys. Throw the ball, pass the ball. I think they were just like I said, they get that nervous.
UConn's on a heater, man.
Yeah, you get nervous, and you're just like, I'm just trying to get back into the game, stay within 5 points, and then they just kind of started pulling away, and I was like, that was a close game. Unlike the second game, Michigan,
such a surprise, man. I mean, but Michigan, I shouldn't be surprised. This is what they've done the entire tournament: is beat teams by more than you would ever expect. I mean, beating Arizona by 18 points is crazy. They were
definitely protecting the paint. Arizona is a team that used to going in the paint, getting points, drawing the fouls.
Yeah, aggressive.
They weren't able to do that. They weren't able to get a shot. I text Wes first half, and I was like, dude, Arizona cannot get a shot to drop if their life depended on it. It was just shot after shot after shot. And I'm like, man, at that point, they had already down double digits. I'm like,
yeah, I mean, Michigan is tough. I mean, obviously, I haven't given them a ton of credit up until the tournament, and then they've been the best team. I thought Arizona was being the best team based on how they were winning games, but Michigan is doing that, and they did it to Arizona. Now, your players can't make shots, and you're an aggressive team like Arizona. That makes it tough, and it looks like Michigan's big guy had a really good game too. So, I mean, 26 points for him is that's. I mean, 9 rebounds. I mean, he was involved. I think that made a big difference.
Yeah, he was on fire for sure.
I think, one of preview for later on in our show with our locks, I think you take Michigan minus the points tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a hard team to bet against.
They beat Tennessee by 30. They just beat Arizona by 18. I think I'll chance my 7.5 points.
Yeah, and they had the lead the whole game.
Yeah, 99%.
The whole game.
Arizona didn't have the lead at all.
And I never thought during that game Arizona was going to come back. I never felt it. It just the dominance level that they had the whole game. I was like, wow. I was like, this team's real. Like I said, discipline came in. They're focused.
For sure.
I'm like, but they're also playing a team tomorrow that has that same type of play. They're in it. They're focused. They have the background.
Well, I'm going to be consistent and continue not to give them credit, and I'm going to take Michigan. I'm going to take Michigan tomorrow. They're going to ruin the UConn's hopes. Just to say, they just ruined everything for me. So I'm hoping Michigan puts a big stamp on them, and maybe I'll win $20 off of the game.
Yeah, I think I'm going to still go with Michigan. I think they just
look tough.
They've definitely been consistent. It's the Big Ten, man. It's just a hard team to look at and say, they're not going to do it.
It's crazy because, they were number 1 for most of the year until they lost to Duke. And then they stayed kind of number 3, and we're kind of quiet. They didn't really hear much from them. Even in the Big Ten tournament, didn't hear much. And then all of a sudden they have come out focused. I don't know if it's coaching or if these players are just, matured. They look great. I mean, they look like a really well-oiled basketball machine. Like, They expect these results.
Oh yeah, so I think they went in there and they knew they were going to win. I don't think there was any point in the game or when they were warming up that they were like, we don't have this game. They were confident.
They were. Get this gnat bothering me.
All right, now we're going to get into the next segment, which is the Masters. That starts
Best
April.
Time of year.
Yeah, April 9th through the 12th. This is going to be the 90th annual Masters. Crazy because the total purse for the actual Masters is going to be $21 million. The winner is expected to receive $4.2 million.
And this may change a little bit. I feel like they announce it, but then I feel like it changes at the end.
For more?
For more.
Oh, probably. They probably get more sponsorships and stuff.
I'm not sure. I mean, it's a small tournament anyways. It's just got a limited amount of people that come in. They get invitations to play this tournament. And, I mean, it's if you watch golf at all, this is the one time you watch, and it's like the most beautiful course ever. Everything's green. Everything's got the purple and pink azaleas everywhere.
Yeah. That's what they're known for.
It's I like watching it. One day I'm going to go to it, but they like their prices, like their concession stands. Everything's like $1, $2, $3. There's no $15 beers.
Reasonable.
Yeah. Well, it's unreasonable to get there because there's nowhere to stay, and the tickets are lottery. So I guess they're just helping out everybody that once they get there. But
Everyone that's there, they're like, all right, we'll give you $1 hot dog. It'll be good.
no, for real. I mean, this is the one tournament golfers look forward to. It starts off the major tours of the year. It's always the first major. I mean, it's an amazing tournament, and it always provides like heat going into the last day, especially when Tiger was playing all those years.
Those were exciting.
He would always chase people down on Sunday. I mean, it's awesome. I think it's got a very even field this year.
Do you think there's a repeat potentially?
Honestly, so I was thinking about that. So I'm not a big Rory fan, but I feel like his demise in majors has been his stressing himself because he wants to reach that Grand Slam all these years. And he never did until finally he made it happen last year. I think he comes in relaxed, and I bet he plays well. He's one that I'm going to put a little bit of money on. I mean, I'm going to put on several people, but like for him, I feel like he's going to come in relaxed. He's already done what he needed to do. He may even play
pressure.
better.
Yeah, once you win,
gone.
Once you win it, the pressure's kind of gone. You're there. You're going back again. You're like, okay, I've been here, done that. I'm going to be part of this group, this elite group that gets their green jacket. I mean, so it's like
for sure, he's got a green jacket now. He's got the career Grand Slam. I don't feel like he has any pressure. I think he plays now with less pressure and probably plays better. Now, it could go the totally opposite way.
Yeah.
Some might thrive under pressure. That's never been his MO. But, I mean, I think, it's got a great field. Scottie Scheffler is always going to be in the running. It's just a matter of
that is the man to beat.
Hopefully he doesn't kill himself on Thursday where he's, because his Thursday rounds this year have been pretty tough to watch. But then he comes out the next 3 rounds and rattles off 3 great rounds.
Yeah, and we were talking about the field. This one actually has 22 first-timers playing in the Masters, which is really nice. And then you have, we're going to say 17 reoccurring or post-champions, previous
past champions or whatever.
We took Tiger out of that. It would have been 18.
Man, that was going to be an easy 20 for me. I had a bet with Kevin that Tiger was not going to make the weekend, and he didn't even make it to the first tee.
Yeah,
so that cost me $20. But I mean, Tiger, he's got his own kind of situation he needs to take care of, and hopefully he figures it out before he hurts himself or hurts somebody else.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot going on, probably mentally and physically with him, and
I think being that kid that I watched a little documentary they had on him, and growing up, your dad, I don't want to say pressure, but like pushing you and pushing you and pushing you. And finally, whenever he got to a point where he was big, it just through the underground, like him doing what he did and getting in trouble. And I think now he's just like, shit, I'm in pain. I need something to fix it. I don't know if it's just alcohol or
pain is
whatnot.
We know being in the medical field, it's it's your neurons' response. And so pain pills don't fix the pain.
No.
They just block your mind from it so that you don't feel it. And then it comes back because nothing ever fixed the pain.
Yep.
Hopefully he figures it out. I'd like to see him still play on like the Champions Tour.
I loved watching Tiger back in the day. He was.
I mean, that's why I got into golf was watching Tiger. I mean, none of my family ever. I mean, they played golf, but they never really invested into golf. And ever since the early 2000s, when we're in our prime teenage years, Tiger's what got me into golf, and definitely what I have enjoyed from it is watching him play. I mean, I think we've got some other good players that are really good to watch. Scottie's here from Dallas.
Oh yeah,
Jordan Spieth's here from Dallas. I mean, there's
some people to root for.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing about golf. It can change so much in just a heartbeat. I was watching some highlights from Jordan Spieth's round. I forget which year it was, but he was leading big going into the back 9 by like 5 or 6, and he lost by 3 because he had a terrible run on one of the par 3s. He couldn't get across the river.
Oh man,
or the creek, whatever you want to call it. It wasn't a river; it was a creek. But man, sometimes it's fun to watch them fail because when you play golf, we fail every swing. It feels like. And then when you see them just kind
professional,
when you see a professional fails, it's like, thank God.
So I thought something, found it pretty interesting. I was talking to Wes about this last week. Was the menu the past winner gets to pick?
Oh yeah.
And Rory picked some pretty good things. Appetizer, they're doing a peach ricotta flatbread with rock shrimp tempura bacon wrapped dates and grilled elk sliders.
I'm in on the elk sliders. I think I'm probably gonna be out on the peach and ricotta. But
yeah, ricotta is a little. It's I don't know. I'm not a peach fan, but
it doesn't sound good. I mean, maybe a peach by itself, but like I don't know. You can start mixing it on some cheese and bread, and it sounds like a digestive nightmare.
Yeah, and then you have the first course is yellowfin tuna carpaccio.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. I'm in for that.
That's definitely going to be really good. And then their main course, they're doing a filet mignon, a wagyu, seared salmon. Either you can choose whichever one you want. And they're also doing Brussels sprouts and glazed carrots, which carrots just sweet. Oh, it tastes so good.
I'm sure it's a 5-star chef. I mean,
I'm
sure it's amazing.
And then for dessert, they're doing a sticky toffee pudding with vanilla ice cream, which sounds really good.
That sounds like something Rory would eat.
Oh yeah. And I guess who do you have players to watch? Who do you think?
I mean, obviously you're going to watch Scottie. It'd be nice, and I mean, you're going to keep everybody's going to have their eyes on Rory to see how he responds.
Yeah.
John Rahm is a great player. He's still on the LIV. I think he's leading the LIV tour right now in points and stuff. So I mean, he's going to be a player at some point. I don't think he will win. I know Bryson's going to get a lot of coverage, being the long ball hitter he is. Sometimes on those certain holes on that amen corner, if you can get down there and get onto these greens in 2 and really have some really nice chances for eagles, and that's what makes this course exciting. They know where the pin placements are going to be on Sunday. They know how the course plays. I mean, everybody knows how this course plays. It's been documented. And that's what's so fun about it, because they know exactly where to land the ball so that it'll spin back or trickle down to whatever, hole location it is.
Yeah.
And then, hopefully they make the hole locations pretty tough, Thursday through Saturday. Yeah. We know where they're going to be on Sunday. But that's what makes it a great watch to me. And I think you get a lot of players that kind of come out of their woodworks a little bit too. I think Xander Schauffele is going to be a good one to watch. What's his name? Morikawa always plays really good on the weekend. He seems to struggle, it seems like, early, but then he kind of figures it out and plays good on the weekend. One of the guys that I'm going to mention was brought up to me by one of my golf buddies, Ryan, and he says that Gotterup is going to be a sneaky player for this tournament. Apparently, it fits his game very well. He's I think a 30,000 odds.
Oh wow!
So I think I may just put like $10 on him just to see just in case. You never know.
See where he goes.
Yeah, I mean, if you turn around $3,000 real quick, but it's one of those things. It takes 4 rounds to win this tournament.
Yeah.
You can't win on Thursday. You can't win on Friday. You can definitely almost win on Saturday, but it's getting to Sunday, having a chance to reach the leader if you're not the leader yourself, and just going out and playing good golf. Got to make putts. If you can't make putts, you're not going to win.
For sure. And I think it's going to be great. And that's going to be, like we said, it's going to be starting on the 9th. So you guys want to tune in and watch that? That looks like it's going to be some good golf being played then.
Yeah, they do the par 3 contest where they bring out some of the legends, and the family members get out there and hit, and it's always cool to see like the golfers in their other roles, like dad or brother or stuff like that. I know like Jack Nicholson's grandson made a hole-in-one a couple years ago in the par 3 challenge. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that'd be nice to see.
But, it's a great tournament. It really jumps everything off. Like I said, it's a bucket list thing for me. Eventually, one day, we have some friends that go all the time, but
lucky bastards.
I know it's all right though. I'm waiting on my invite.
Yeah, I know, right? I wanted to talk a little bit about the Tiger situation. If y'all didn't know, he got arrested on the 27th of March he was involved in a rollover. Look, I think he said he
clipped car.
Yeah, rolled over, got pulled over. I think they just released the sobriety test that he did, and the footage of him in the police vehicle profusely sweating.
Oh, and he was in bad shape.
Yeah, and we were talking about injuries. He's had a back injury, I guess lumbar disc replacement surgery in October 2025, ruptured Achilles March 2025, and he hasn't played a full competitive round in the PGA since July 2024, which is a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, all these injuries have taken a toll on him. his biggest problem is walking the course.
Yeah.
PGA, they make you walk the course, and these courses are not easy to walk.
Yeah.
I mean, they're playing from the absolute tips, so the furthest tee box back. We walk courses every now and then with a cart, and it's a lot of work, and we don't play near the lengths that they do, nor the elevation changes.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it takes a lot on a golfer to do that, and you'll notice them. They'll be pounding like protein bars, waters, stuff like that throughout the course, and I think it's taking a toll on his body, and that's what he's had to drop out of a few tournaments because he's not able to complete them. That's where on the Champions Tour you can ride a cart. So
yeah,
I was hoping that he was going to get an opportunity to do that, but
yeah, I think the last time he was seen playing was at TGL, the Indoor Golf League, on the 24th of March. He played. He made an appearance. He was limited, but
yeah, his team is the Jupiter team.
But hope everything works out for Tiger. Like I said, he's a great past champion. Someone that I remembered, that was one of the big names that I remember coming up watching, just to see the greatness happening in front of you.
I mean,
that you hear about all the past champions.
That's all they talk about in golf.
Yeah, you see these old past champions, and they're talking about them. And prior to Tiger, I didn't really watch it, but he definitely brought a lot of people into the sport that normally wouldn't watch it. And I think he made a lot of new golfers. If you talk about people, they're like, "Oh, I remember watching Tiger," and that's what got me into it.
No, I agree. I mean, I can vouch for that. I mean, I know that, I know coaches used him as an example when anytime people didn't want to lift weights. Like Tiger Woods benches 300 pounds and he plays golf. I think you can start working out, son. But, it's one of those things where hopefully, he figures out whatever's going on. Prayers for him. Hopefully he figures it out and doesn't hurt anybody or hurt himself. I mean, the guy's got enough money, he can hire a driver. I'll do it for him. Yeah, I'll even be his caddy, and I'll drink his beer and stuff. So I mean, we'll be fine. But he's definitely got some mental stuff. That pain stuff is a mental problem.
Yeah, and we see it all the time. You have people that are in immense pain that they go down the road of getting pain injections. They go to burning the nerves with the rhizotomies and pain stimulators, and it's tough, man. Once you hurt yourself, and I said that's the one surgery I tell people if you can just keep from getting is back surgery.
Oh man,
because
how many times have we gone and done pain injections and we fire up the X-ray and we're like, oh yeah, I know why they're hurting because they're covered in
hardware, just everywhere,
screws and bolts and
spacers, everything, cages.
No wonder they're gonna hurt. I mean, and doctors know too. They're like, well, yeah, this is not gonna be anything good for them. Yeah,
but make sure you guys watch it. Like I said, it's the Masters, so it's one of the top tournaments to watch. I'm excited. Like I said, I'm definitely going to watch it. If we can play it. If we're at work.
Oh, it'll be on.
We'll have somebody will have an.
It'll
iPad.
be on my computer. For sure.
Computer, iPad, something.
For sure. All right, you gonna tell us about this F1 stuff?
Yeah. So we mentioned F1 started a couple episodes back, but since then we've actually been in this war with Iran, and it's causing a little bit of issues with the F1. So the last race, I believe, was Miami that they raced. Now there's a 5-week gap where nothing's going on because Bahrain, they were supposed to race. Saudi Arabia, they were supposed to race. Both of those have been canceled. And if y'all know anything about F1, the last final race is in Abu Dhabi, which potentially might be canceled too.
Yeah, I would think so, as long as this stuff's going on.
Yeah, it's crazy because they're not doing any replacement races, but there's a couple of different places they thought about: Italy, Portugal, Turkey. The issue is trying to get people and sell tickets on a short-term basis. Like I said, it's already started the 5 weeks. I think now it's 4 weeks left. But F1 came out and said they're just going to use this time to basically, since this year they had a bunch of rule changes and the cars are a little bit different, they're going to basically test these vehicles, kind of see how they go, and kind of take this as a period to kind of train. I did talk to one of my buddies we work with, Ryan Venema, and they estimate that they're losing about 190 million to 200 million, but I think it's closer to $1 billion. You think about the tickets that they had to refund, the venue that's not getting money that they have to rent, because they do rent it out. It's not like these places are like, oh yeah, just come in for free. You know, it's all that lost revenue that they're missing out on. And like I said, this is a rich man sport. F1 is not a Joe Smo sport, but it is a fun sport to watch. It's just crazy how it's going, and like I said, it's an international sport, and the international locations getting affected by the current war. So
yeah, I mean, the war is definitely affecting a lot of that side of the world over there.
Yeah,
and I would be on board with them canceling the whole season based on this, just to kind of give the drivers, or like you said,
no, I think you're right.
I think you do better. I think this is an opportunity to find replacement venues. Maybe not necessarily here, maybe in Mexico or maybe South America or Brazil or somewhere like that.
Potential different venue place spots. Yeah,
I think new viewers.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these places hold the World Cup, so they're used to huge crowds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think they should use this more of a time to really find new places to go. Not that those places are bad. I feel bad that they're canceling places, but up until this issue is resolved, and who knows how long that's going to take. But like, you need to. You're going to lose your job, whoever's running F1.
Oh, yeah.
If you continue to lose money. Like
For sure. Bleeding out. You're bleeding out. And I'm mistaken. The last race was Japan. The next race will be Miami.
I was going to say, Beijing would be a good place. Taiwan.
There's a ton of different locations that you could use. And I think people are understanding. These people travel. I had one physician we work with that traveled last year to go watch a race overseas. So it's not like these people are just like, it's one and done. They're never going to come. No, these people travel. It's racing. So these people travel all across the world.
For sure. This is a very popular thing. I mean,
for sure.
I have no idea how popular this was until I started looking into it. And I was like, man, this is expensive.
Yeah, exactly. But the current, I have the current standings here, which is interesting. Lewis Hamilton is in fourth place. He's one of the popular world-renowned people. If you talk about F1, people kind of know who he is. He's actually in fourth place currently at 41 points. Hasn't yet gotten a first place win under his belt, but I'm looking forward to F1 coming back. Like I said, it's good to watch, and I hope everything works out and they're able to continue with the remainder of the races and also with the season finale of Abu Dhabi. So hopefully it all works out. Like I said, it sucks that it's not going to be able to have a complete season, but it is what it is.
It hurts the drivers and the race teams as well, because I mean, a lot of those teams are kind of eat what you kill type stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. If they're not racing,
if you're not racing, you're not making any money. I mean, I'm sure they've got sponsorships. I know Verstappen has a lot of sponsorships that I see him on commercials and stuff like that. But I'm sure that revenue isn't slowing down. But some of these guys, even the lesser guys, may be depending on those every week race checks to come in.
Oh yeah,
just to provide them with enough money to continue to compete. That happens in golf a lot.
Oh yeah. All right, NHL. We talked about this last week. In the playoffs start April 18th. For the NHL, we're going for our Dallas Stars. I think they're going to end up playing Minnesota. That's what it looks like. I printed this off. I had this off. Printed this off today. So I think they're going to end up playing Minnesota. It looks like Colorado's probably going to end up playing Nashville. Tampa Bay is going to play Boston, and
I actually like Colorado playing Nashville. I feel like Nashville is kind of a sneaky, like,
sweep them.
I'm not
sweeping. I'm
not
joking.
Sweeping, but like they're kind of a sneaky, like, I don't know, like they're like a very, I don't know. I remember them being a big team when they made their run a couple years ago. Maybe I'm thinking of the Blues, but it's like,
well, we had them play. Dallas played the Avalanche recently. Yeah,
yesterday, and they lost 2-0.
Yeah, it was 2-0. I'm glad it's a 7-game series.
Yeah, I mean,
Colorado's.
Everybody benefits from that, but I mean, I think we're a better matchup for the Wild. I think we should go through that matchup pretty easily. Not easily like with a sweep, but like shouldn't be a 7-game series.
Yeah. Hopefully we can make it through the first round. without a 7-game series. I think it's going to be a good series. Nashville, like you said, in Colorado. Hopefully Nashville can draw it out, get Colorado a little tired, so we can, have a couple of games rest. But I hope, man, I just want to see Dallas win it again, man.
Yeah, I mean,
they're exciting to watch.
Been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I see that the Vegas has shifted up
Anaheim,
because it used to be Edmonton and
Yeah.
Vegas playing. Now it's Anaheim.
Yeah, but you know what? Edmonton still has a tough road, man. They have to play the Mammoth. I think I've watched those games. They played each other earlier in the year, and
I want them to be recalled the Utah Hockey Club.
I'm telling you, it needs to be the Utah Raptor. I think the Mammoth, I'm like, the Raptor
Mammoth's
sounds
a
better.
pretty beast.
I know. It's a cool jersey. They got cool jerseys. I just think the Edmonton versus Utah Raptor would have been a better fit. It's like, the Mammoth.
Raptor. Matter. And the Oilers.
Yeah, that's
matter
weird
who
too.
they're playing. Oilers versus Mammoth. Oilers versus Raptors.
We're gonna throw oil at you.
Oh my God.
No, but Vegas playing Anaheim. Anaheim's been playing really good too. So, but the team that isn't in the playoffs is the Panthers, Florida. They didn't make it.
Oh, wow.
Injuries have definitely plagued Florida and kept them out of the playoffs. And it's crazy watching that team go from greatness to not even making the playoffs.
Yeah, it looks like Carolina's going to have a pretty easy road.
Oh, yeah, Ottawa. But I don't know, man. I hope
Tampa Bay as well. Buffalo's probably going to beat Montreal.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I was reading a little article today on Florida, and it's just crazy how many injuries they have. And
yeah, I mean, that's not something you can control, and they'll be back next year, I guarantee you, because they seem to be – they were very good last year.
Yeah.
I mean, very good. And I don't see them going down at all. I think once you recover, if anything, they're going to get a high draft pick for being not as good.
Yeah, for sure.
Just revamp their team. That's something the 49ers have done well over the years. Is they'll be great one year and then be trash the next year, and then all of a sudden they're getting a top 5 player and they're back to the top again. And it's like,
so they won 2024, they won in 2025, and didn't make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I mean it's injuries.
Yeah, injuries, and that's what I was reading. It's like injuries plague you, and that's the thing. I was talking to Brian, one of our buddies, about hockey. He watches and follows, and I was like, it's crazy how these tough series in the Western Conference.
Retired war heroes.
You watch these hockey matches and these playoff in the Western Conference, and you get beat up through 7 games, and then you have to play the Eastern Conference. I watched last year; they were sweeping, they're winning 4-1, series, and they're sitting waiting for the Western Conference to come up. And
the top of the Eastern Conference is very good.
Oh, for sure.
But everything in between the top 2 teams and below, there's not much competition.
No, it's garbage.
Whereas the West, every team has a chance.
For sure. And that's why looking at the bracket, I'm like, man, I'm hoping some of these series the Stars can pull off and just kind of move past.
I mean, it's just exciting to watch, honestly. I mean, we've been very blessed having them in our area that make the playoffs all the time. So some of our other teams struggle with that. But
if the Mammoth and Anaheim can win, that'd be good.
That'd be
win their
awesome.
series so we can just play them. One of them if we beat Colorado. Nashville, come on. So now we're going to go into the big one, which is going to be the NFL draft, which is in Pittsburgh, of all places.
well, they rotate it.
I did like the Detroit one. I thought that was interesting. I watched that draft. Hopefully the weather's good in Pittsburgh. We can see how that goes. I actually put a little spreadsheet together of what actual positions are needed for the teams, so that we can kind of, me and Wes could pick our.
Yeah, I think
We're going to do top 10. So we're going to do top 10.
What we wanted to do is kind of, if we were the GMs of these teams, what moves will we make? And then what we'll do is once the draft happens, we'll come back and compare notes and see what they did.
I don't want anybody to think that there's people that are probably going to look at our picks and be like, oh, that doesn't make any sense. But we're going by needs. I'm going to go specifically by what the teams need. And I know that there's generational talent, and people are like, oh, I wouldn't pass up on this person, but is this person really going to make my team better? I looked at it for the past week, and I'm looking at it, and I sent it to Wes, and I'm like, this is who I think is going to be able to get drafted and help their team right off the bat. Like I said, positional players that are coming in and making a direct impact with their team. But I'm going to let him.
I'll say, let's see if we can get through 16. We'll do the.
You'll do 16? Okay. So we're going to do 16. Wes is going to start with his first 16, and I'm going to go with my 16 after he finishes.
Well, let's just do them together.
Oh, we'll do 1 and 1. So we already know number 1.
Number 1, Mendoza. I mean, there's no doubt. They signed Kirk Cousins this week to a historic deal. But
this guy has the most guaranteed money ever.
But it's really, I'm not upset with the deal. It's flashy, but literally it's 1 year guaranteed for $20 million.
But I think it's good to have a quarterback, a veteran quarterback.
It gives you somebody to set the tone in camps and all that kind of stuff, and it allows Mendoza to come in, see what it takes to be a professional. Kirk Cousins is a professional. He doesn't have the stuff that he used to have, but I mean, he's gonna. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think if they could play this year without Mendoza being on the field, I think that'd be great.
Yeah, and I think Cousins will do a good job. I think, but I looked and I was like, what was it? It was something ridiculous. But like I said, they broke it down to $20 million.
It's $20 million guaranteed for 1 year, basically.
Yeah.
The team has options for 2 years at like $80 million each.
Yeah,
which they're not going to do that. So
they're like, we just need you to help our boy real quick. Get him established.
Make it flashy. We'll give you $20 million guaranteed. And Kirk, he's had his last like 8 contracts all guaranteed. So
I want to see him preseason though. I want to see how Mendoza did.
Oh, for sure. We'll see him in preseason. But I think it's important to have them not have that pressure of having to start day one, having all the stuff depend on them. I like the move. I'm not upset with it. You didn't overpay yet. As long as you get rid of him after this year. But I think it's the right move. But Mendoza is number 1. So there's no doubt. I don't think that's up for debate.
Yeah. I think so for the Jets, they had 3 positions they needed to fill. 3 options.
I got 5.
You got 5 out of it? Yeah. Okay. So the first I had was wide receiver, quarterback, and a defensive end. I put Carnell Tate from Ohio State as the top receiver for them to pick. They don't have a quarterback. That's another thing.
Right. Well, I mean, this draft is very quarterback poor. I actually addressed that later in the draft. For them, I had them for needs. I had QB, edge, wide receiver, cornerback, and offensive line. Being that they have, so I disagree with your choice a little bit.
I got who you got. Yeah.
They have Adonai Mitchell, and they also have Garrett Wilson. So they have 2 pretty proven receivers to play with. So I didn't think receiver was their most big need. So I went with David Bailey from Texas Tech.
I think this is a great defensive end.
I mean, you get him for 5 years. He should be somebody to set up your defensive line on one side. You still need to address the rest. And they have so many issues to address. Quarterback, obviously, if this was next year's draft, if this was next year's draft, they're taking a quarterback here. But it's not. It's just not. It's not. There's not the value that there is typically. Yeah. So I think they go with an edge that sets the team on the defensive side.
Yeah, I just thought starter right off the bat, number 1.
I mean,
he's going to help Wilson
be good, but I just don't think without having a quarterback and you already have 2 receivers that you're paying, I don't think you would go that way. Arizona. Obviously they need a QB now. Offensive line, edge, defensive line, and linebacker. I had them taking Arvell Reese from Ohio State. Really shores up the end of their defense. My thought process with them as well. Too early to take a quarterback with the value that we have in this draft. I think you go edge, set your defensive up. You're probably going to have Jacoby Brissett come in and play this year, so you're going to be above average at quarterback anyways. Wait for your time. I mean, I think this is also probably a good spot to trade back is these picks 3 through 6. Yeah. If you have picks 3 through 6, I think that's a good spot to trade back to get picks for next year. Most of these teams are not going to be good this year either. Yeah. So they're going to be sitting at the top. So
I got the kid from old Miami, the offensive tackle, Francis
Mauigoa. Yep.
I thought they do need an offensive tackle. They don't have a quarterback. Brissett did great last year, got him some money.
That's not a terrible pick. I mean, that's a need for sure. I don't think that's a bad pick, but I think that's where you trade back. Like,
yes, and that's a good point.
There's no
Trading,
reason
there's no
take
reason
a-
to waste that third pick on offensive tackle.
Yeah,
Yes,
it does. There's a lot of value in offensive,
and maybe they will
line in this draft.
Maybe they will trade back. I think if they did trade back, that would be a smart move for Arizona because they could get somebody or get picks. Like, we'll move. Tennessee can move up, or someone that wants Kansas City or New Orleans, or somebody that wants that needs that. So.
I see like Cincinnati, New Orleans, Washington.
I love it.
I see them wanting to move up. But there's not a lot of pressure because it's not a huge QB market. But
no, there's not really
taking an
anybody.
offensive tackle at 3, I think you take the premier defensive player first.
Yeah.
So next I had Tennessee. I know a lot of the mock drafts have them going running back here.
Oh my God! And you're right. We looked at the mock drafts, and I'm like, they got a good running back.
Well, they have a decent setup. They have Tony Pollard, and they have the other guy, which is they're not terrible running backs, but. To me, you just drafted a quarterback number 1 overall last year. I think you go offensive line here. This is where I had them taking the Miami Francis Muagwa or whatever, because I think you need to shore up your offensive line to protect your future quarterback that you just drafted number 1.
Yeah,
I think you need to invest in his success. Does having a premier running back make him successful? It can, but if you can't block for the run, it doesn't matter. For
sure.
So I think you still go offensive line here.
Yeah, I had them as edge, wide receiver, center. And I went with Arvell Reese from Ohio State. Getting him.
It's not a bad pick.
You shore up your defense.
If Arizona goes offense, they will take Arvell Reese.
Yeah. So. And it's the best player available. You think about it, you got the best player available. So I think Tennessee, too, offensive line probably would be the best just to protect your quarterback.
I think so. I think that's where you need to invest.
You got a quarterback that potentially, you've seen him last year. All he was doing was running around the field.
Well, I mean, he's got to get used to being an NFL quarterback, but
in the pocket, if you
protect him, then it's on him, and you can use that to kind of guide him on how you grow him and develop him.
This next pick,
New York Giants.
I don't know who you put actually.
Well,
I don't think I looked that far.
I went with what I would do if I was their GM.
Oh my gosh!
Now
I'm scared.
What they're probably going to do is they're probably going to take Carnell Tate right here.
You think? They just got rid of what's his name, the receiver, Raw something. What was his name?
I don't know. I mean, they have what's his name that tore his ACL this year.
Oh yeah, the number 1 pick, Nick Neighbors.
Neighbors will be back.
Yeah. So what did you have their needs?
So offensive line, defensive line, receiver, linebacker, cornerback.
Okay. So, I had defensive tackle, guard, and cornerback.
So offensive line, I consider guard, center, tackle.
Yeah, all those. Yeah.
If I'm picking for them, I'm picking a tackle. I'm picking Spencer Fano at offensive tackle.
Oh, that's a good one.
I want to
Utah, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good kid.
I want to protect Jackson Dart.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Jackson Dart showed lots of promise this year, but because of his ability to run and ability to scramble, he's going to be injury prone. So I think we need to solidify any reason to protect him. Now, being a Cowboys fan, I hope they pick Carnell Tate because it doesn't matter if you're open if nobody can block for you. So,
yeah.
But I think that's what they'll go is Carnell Tate. If they're smart, I think they go tackle.
I went Caleb Downs, Ohio State.
I mean, honestly,
for me, it was their last need for the third, but I think he's done good. He's one of those players that can come in and play right off the bat.
Right. There's a lot of stories about him being like a once in a lifetime safety.
Generational player.
Right.
For sure. Yeah.
And so to me, I can't argue that pick anywhere in the top 10. But I feel like a safety is not protecting Jackson Dart. If your offense isn't able to score points, your defense doesn't matter. So I still think you should protect your future quarterback. Any of these teams that took quarterbacks last year or the year before need to protect their quarterbacks.
Yeah.
That's the best way to be successful. And you can see like some of these teams, you can get by with a quarterback that's mediocre if you have good defensive line and offensive line.
Oh, for sure.
Investing in the trenches. So I think that's an important one for New York. Now,
Cleveland.
What did you have Cleveland needs as?
I had offensive tackle, wide receiver, and QB.
QB popped up first thing for me, and I'm like,
Shador's did good.
Well, they
I thought he
drafted
did
2
fine.
last year.
Yeah, you got Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders.
But I mean, Shador looked pretty decent at the end of the year. So I feel like your question on your need for QB is not there. I feel like you need to invest. I mean,
I definitely went offensive tackle on that, and I went with Caden Proctor from Alabama. The kid looked really good. I looked at his all his stuff from the combine. I think, but it's one of those things you just said about offensive tackle. He doesn't have to go that high. 6th pick, but I think he did really good. I think he's what they need in an offensive tackle especially for Shador. I think him not having to worry about someone coming out and, sacking them or blindsiding them or whatnot. Error.
Yeah. So I went Carnell Tate. Name one receiver on the Cleveland Browns.
I had him last year. I can't remember his name because I cut him. He got hurt. So
exactly. So I feel like Carnell Tate's a good pick here. They got
Jerry Jeudy?
Yeah, they got Jerry.
But I can't remember the other cat's name because I had him on my fantasy for half the year and then I cut him because he got hurt and then he came back later on and I did.
Jerry Jeudy was probably their best one.
Yeah,
but I mean, you had poor quarterback play, so you had poor receiver numbers, anyways. But I think having another receiver outside with him makes a big difference. Carnell Tate is obviously a highly rated prospect. I think it mixes well with what they need. I think this is also a great trade back spot. I think Cleveland would do themselves a big favor.
If they traded down,
if they traded back right here.
Even a couple of spots. It doesn't have to be dramatic.
For sure. You can go back 4 spots here and still get a top tier edge or cornerback, which is also part of their needs.
Trade with the Cowboys. Move up.
No. Don't do fucking that. We ain't doing that. I'm trying to get the Cowboys to trade back.
Oh, you're trying to get them to trade back? I want to see who you pick for them then.
I went very by the book on them, I think they took wide receiver, so I think that's where they go. I think they have a lot of needs.
Oh yeah, they definitely got
offensive line is not a bad choice. I mean, that to me that tells me you're going to invest in Shador and protect him. But
new quarterback. I mean, new coach. So
yeah, I think you can go either way there. I just don't think they can get away from the shiny Carnell Tate.
So the next team is the Commanders. I'm interested to see what you picked for this one because NFC East
went off their needs is what I did.
So needs I had wide receiver, cornerback, center.
I had wide receiver, cornerback, edge, offensive line, running back.
Okay.
I chose none of that. I went with best player available. I went Sonny Styles, linebacker, Ohio State.
That dude is a monster.
Well, so
monster.
They're Bobby Wagner plays middle linebacker for them right now. He's on the edge of his career. If not, I don't even know if he's re-signed with them yet. I think he's a free agent. But that's a huge hole in the middle of your defense. And Sonny Styles has been projected. He's been projected a top 3 pick. So I mean, I think that's where they go here. It's a high pick for a linebacker, but I think the upside of giving your defense a captain to hang around, I think that's where they go.
I went Mekhi Lemon.
Okay,
USC.
Not a bad pick.
I didn't know his interview was a little bit weird, or his press conference he did with the when he was at the combine, but. I don't know. Top receiver, one of the top receivers, I think, showed out at the combine. I think that's a good fit for him. They need a receiver. To help.
I don't agree. Somebody on the other side of Scary Terry. I mean,
Scary Terry.
You got a quarterback. I mean, I think you could have gone offensive tackle here.
And there's a lot of offensive tackles you could have got. The Spencer Fano. That's another one that I thought that could have fit in that place too. Yeah. I like that kid from Utah, man.
I think he's not going to be available at this point. But I think that, like I said, any of these points right here between 10 and 3 are trade down spots.
Oh yeah,
because I think you can still get the same value later in the draft that you do there.
Yeah, because you think some of these teams don't need these top prospects. They can work them way. They can work their way down.
Some of these teams are going to be in love with somebody. Like Dallas is going to be in love with Sonny Styles. If he's available, he's available that late, I'm worried that they would trade up for him. But we'll get to that.
I originally had Sonny going to the Cowboys, and I changed it because
he won't be there that long.
My team is number 10, but we're going to go ahead and move to the Saints. The Saints I had for their needs. It was going to be wide receiver, edge, cornerback.
Saints, I had wide receiver, edge, cornerback, defensive line, offensive line.
Oh yeah, they need.
And I had them taking your boy,
Sonny. No, who?
Ruben Bain.
Oh, from Miami.
Yeah, I feel like he sets the edge on their defense.
Okay, that's a good one.
They're in cap hell right now. They need to really solidify their trenches before they pay their quarterback. So I feel like that's where they go. Ruben Bain being available. I think there's a couple other places they could go because they have so many needs. I think they could go wide receiver. I don't think that helps their game. I think that if they go wide receiver here, I think it's a poor choice.
So yes, because they already have a wide receiver in
Chris
Olave, and they got rid of what's his name to go to Seattle.
They traded Shaheed,
which was really good. I actually went with the wide receiver to be a number 2, which was Jordan Tyson from ASU, Arizona State.
Yep.
I picked because I'm like
some say the top receiver in the draft.
Yeah, I was like, he's available. Let's pick him. It gives you a second wide receiver to help with your offense. You got young quarterback, potentially another quarterback. You got 2 good quarterbacks that basically played for y'all last year, and one of them was a rookie.
Good is a strong word.
Well, showed promising work. Saints, there were some good games they played. One of the ones I watched was against Buffalo. I thought that was a good game they played. But I think Buffalo is going to go. The Saints will pick up a wide receiver, and that's what I had Jordan Tyson as their pick for the 8th pick.
Okay. I don't disagree with that. I think it would be poor choice just because, for one, you haven't solidified your quarterback slot. You still don't know what you have in Shuck or Spencer Rattler. You don't know. You don't have anything. You don't know what you have there. So I feel like solidifying your trenches with the best available person is what I went with. Kansas City.
This one, so they came in and picked up a running back.
So
Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, so they signed Kenneth Walker, so they no longer need a running back, in my opinion.
That's who I originally had.
I had Jeremiah Love going to them.
I had Jeremiah Love going to them, too.
I'm so glad they picked up Kenneth Walker.
And I think Kenneth Walker, right off the bat, he's going to be a better choice for you. I had their needs for them as edge, wide receiver, defensive tackle.
So I went cornerback because they traded away. They had 3 starters that left their secondary. So cornerback, wide receiver, edge, defensive line,
had the
linebacker.
Dude going to the Rams, right?
Right. So I feel like their biggest need here.
And then we got one of them. The Bengals did.
Nobody cares about the Bengals.
Can't remember his name.
So I went with their biggest need, cornerback. I feel like they need to solidify their defense because it's falling apart right now, which that's what happens when you pay your quarterback. You can't pay everybody.
Yeah.
So for them to get trades and first round picks for their players, intelligent in my opinion. And that's why they're always at the top.
Oh, yeah.
But I think wide receiver, they don't really – it's a need, but Patrick Mahomes is so good, he makes wide receivers better.
Yeah, all look good.
Yeah, so I don't think that's a big need. I think edge and defensive line definitely need to be
That's where I went.
But I went cornerback. I went with the LSU kid, Delane. I think he's the top cornerback.
He is the top cornerback.
I think it's the best spot for him. I think he immediately starts and is a big difference
starter
maker.
straight off the bat.
Difference maker at what, pick 9?
Yep. I went with David Bailey from Texas Tech, edge.
Yeah, I mean, if he's available,
if he's available, I'd definitely go for him. He
there's no way I see him available at that point. But if he is, that's where teams like Cincinnati should be trading up. David Bailey.
I know, but we have
what do you have?
We have the next pick.
I know.
And the pick that I picked for this pick, I think we could potentially get. There's 2 picks that we can probably get. I think that Cincinnati's at the 10th pick, and I had them for their needs. I had them going with defensive tackle, offensive tackle, and wide receiver. And
wide receiver?
Yeah, I went with a little different. I went with linebacker. I went with Sonny Styles at 10. I think that's a good spot for him.
He ain't going to be fucking available.
What are you talking about? You're talking about the Cowboys getting him.
I said Cowboys trading down to get him. He's too shiny. That draft combine, he's not going to be available.
I think he'll be available.
It is one of your needs.
Yeah, and I think he'd fit in. We got rid of Logan Wilson to the Cowboys.
And we got rid of him too.
He retired. He's done. He's like, I don't even want to play anymore.
We traded for him for something, and he was nothing.
I was like, he went from the 32nd to the 31st defense, and he's like, you know what, I'm done. I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
I don't think he said that. I think the league told him that. But so with Cincinnati, I had their needs.
Come on, give me something good,
dude. Defensive line, linebacker,
Who?
Offensive line.
Give me a good name though.
Defensive back, edge. I went Caleb Downs.
Oh, that'd be great.
Generational safety,
dude.
I think this is where he falls.
So
I think
you're not the only one. You're not the only one.
I think this is where he falls, and it may not be necessarily a need as
no, we need a cornerback.
You need everything, but he's not a cornerback.
I know,
he's a safety,
but
I think he really. I'm talking Ed Reed.
Oh, Ed Reed type, yeah.
Yes, that's who he is. And as far as what I'm comparing him to, his ability to go after the ball, his ability to separate, his ability to force stopping the run. I mean, he is a safety of generational talent. That's why there was talk of him going number 2 to the Jets.
I did see that. Yeah.
I just think it would be poor choice for them to take him at number 2. Safeties and linebackers, like I said, don't generally have that value up that high. So I have him going to Cincinnati at 10.
I did. You're not the only one. I did see that earlier. I think I don't know if it was ESPN or CBS or somebody had it going. Had them going. Caleb Downs going to him, going to the Cincinnati at 10. But linebacker wise, that's why I went with Sonny Styles. I'm like, I originally, like I said, I had him at the Cowboys for 12, but
I don't think he makes it that far. I don't.
Who else? I don't know who else would pick him up.
Man, he's a shiny object. Washington, like I said, they're trying to replace Bobby Wagner. Cleveland could take him. New York could take him. Tennessee could take him. And Arizona could take him. They have needs at linebacker. I mean, I just don't think he falls that far after that huge combine.
Yeah, he did really good.
But I'll let you be in your feels for a little bit. But what do you think?
Hey, Caleb Downs is good. I'm good with that. Let's go Miami at 11.
Okay. I have wide receiver, cornerback, edge, offensive line, and safety.
Okay.
I have them taking Mekhi Lemon.
Okay.
They just traded away Jalen Waddle. You need to give, what's his name? Coming from the Malik Willis.
Malik Willis, yeah.
He needs some options. I mean, he just signed a pretty big contract. I'd be hard pressed to be like, y'all are trading away all my weapons and y'all just sign me. What do you expect me to do?
Yeah, so, I had wide receiver, edge, cornerback.
Yeah, I went Mekhi Lemon.
I went Denzel Boston from Washington. He did really good at the combine. I did, like I said, it was kind of one of those things. It's like, okay, can I
receiver?
Yeah, receiver, wide receiver.
I don't even have him in my first round.
So it could have gone either way. I was looking at Lemon, and I was looking at Tyson, potentially even Miami picking up one of those guys. But I was like, you know what, I think Boston a good fit there. But like I said, Miami, like you said, they traded away.
I know. I was like, you signed a quarterback, and then
you got rid of Cheetah.
Yeah.
You got rid of Waddle. I'm like, well, shit. All you got is the tight end. What's his name?
Hell, you don't even got him. A-Chain's going to have 500 receptions.
A-Chain's going to be everything. He's going to be the receiver, the the running back, everybody.
Man, it's ridiculous. I think they go wide receiver because of the fact they got rid of both of their top two. So
down to the Cowboys.
This one's very storybook.
Is it defense heavy?
Oh yeah,
they need a defense.
So I think
I have 3 defensive positions.
Yeah, so I have edge, cornerback, linebacker, defensive line, offensive line. I think they go with McCoy from Tennessee, a kid that didn't play.
Oh yeah,
he didn't play last year.
You had him going early.
Yeah, he didn't play last year, but because he suffered an injury, ACL, I believe, and then he came back and had a really good pro day. Ran a sub.
I had him the second best.
He was like
cornerback.
4.3, 40, like a 10-foot broad jump, 38, 39-inch vertical. I mean, he had a pretty good showing. There's lots of good video on him from the year that he did play. I think it's a risk here. I would prefer them to trade back. I would like them to go back to 16, 17 right here. But at this point, did this as if there was no trades. So that's where I would take.
I had them needing it's a different order: a linebacker, edge, cornerback.
Yeah.
And I had them getting the kid from Miami, the Hakeem. Where am I at? Dallas. Mesidor, Edge, Miami. I had them getting him. He was actually, I had him as the 5th top edge rusher in my
It's a reach.
top 5.
It's a reach. I mean, that's why I think you can get that value at 20. So, I mean,
You could, yes. And there's a lot of, you have 20. That's your next pick.
I know. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think there's a lot of reaching from about 7 to 20.
Yeah.
And then obviously past 20 is reaching, but I think they go cornerback. I think I'm okay with that pick at this point. The Rams. I have wide receiver, offensive line, edge, linebacker, DB. I took interior offensive line.
Okay.
I can't pronounce this kid's name. It's Ione or something like that. Ione. He's one of the top interior offensive linemen.
Oh, from Penn State.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I had them taking him. I feel like
I had him for the next pick.
well, I mean, so you look at your team. You have an aging Matthew Stafford who may not come back. I don't know if he's ever decided that, but I think you need to protect him to solidify your next run because everything from here on out on the Rams is win now.
Oh, so they're in that.
It's
we need to win
they're
now.
At the end. They're at the end of the win now, but their defense is really good with Jared Verse and the guys they have on that defensive line. So I think they hit offensive line, if not wide receiver. I think wide receiver's a tough spot for them because they still have Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, but Adams is up after this year, so I think they go protection.
I had wide receiver, offensive tackle, cornerback, and I went with Casey Concepcion.
I like the kid. I don't have him going down this low, but I think it would not surprise me if they went that way.
Yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me if Miami went that way either.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the Denzel Boston and Concepcion. I think it can go either way. They're interchangeable.
Yeah.
I think they're kind of the same player. But I think that's a good pick for Los Angeles. They do need another receiver because you don't know if Adams is going to stay.
Adams he's on his way out. So
he's definitely trying to get that.
And with Puka in rehab right now, I mean, I wouldn't surprise me if they did that just to protect themselves.
Yeah, that's news if you guys didn't know. Yeah. 14, we got Baltimore Ravens.
So they lost their center.
Got picked up.
Yeah, I have them needs at offensive line, edge, wide receiver, defensive line, and cornerback. I went offensive line, Freeling.
Freeling.
I don't think he's a bad pick. Is that the Georgia kid?
That kid is from. I got him.
Yeah, UGA.
Yeah, Georgia.
Yeah, I think he's. I mean, he's a massive human. I think you need to protect your MVP.
And he did well. I think I had him in 4th for offensive tackle.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a deep offensive line draft, and that's why I feel like they're going to be trading back.
Yeah, I had offensive line, defensive tackle, and wide receiver, and I went with the dude from Penn State, the center. I picked him up, and I thought that was a good fit for him. Samoa.
What was the name?
The same one that you had. Noah or whatever.
Ione or whatever.
I think that kid fits good. In that
and those both could flip flop.
Oh yeah,
those picks could flip flop
sure.
in my opinion. Tampa Bay. I did not go with what their needs were.
You didn't go with their needs? What did you have their needs as?
I have their needs at defensive line, edge, cornerback, linebacker, and offensive line.
Oh, an edge, linebacker, tight end.
Okay. Well, I went Sadiq.
Oh! You know what? You're not the only one. I've seen somebody else go with him.
He would be a monster on that team.
I know,
They just lost Mike Evans. That was their big physical presence on the outside. They still have Chris Godwin and they have Ibuka, so they have the outside covered. You add a tight end at 6'3", 270 pounds, running a 4.3. I don't see how that fails. And I could see Baker Mayfield's eyes lighting up.
Oh, dude, if he had that dude was a monster.
And I really don't want him to go to the Eagles, so I definitely took it with my heart on that one.
So I kept him at 23 with the Eagles just because of that. I'm like
hater.
The tight end, I said needs wise, I didn't put him too high in it. But I went with Reuben Bain Jr.
If Reuben's available there, they probably take him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he falls that far.
Now this next one, I don't know.
This is our last pick for the
this is our
show
last
today.
pick. So it's New York, and I had their needs. as wide receiver, quarterback, edge. And I'm going to play into that second needs, which is that quarterback, and I put Ty Simpson.
That's what I picked.
You did.
I think
Nice.
I think it's early for the value. I think it
is,
I don't think he's a first round talent.
No, for sure.
But with New York, I could see this being a trade back position, or get somebody to sit behind Geno and see what they do. Ty Simpson has a lot of good
Justin
reports.
Fields is not it.
Well, I mean, Justin Fields ain't there no more.
Yeah.
But I mean, Ty Simpson has a lot of good reports as far as his work ethic.
Yeah.
His ability to throw the ball down the field. I feel like he could be an NFL quarterback. Is he a first round talent? Probably not. But New York, if I was New York, this is what I would do. I think you go quarterback here at 16.
Yeah.
I think the best thing to do would be to trade back. But I don't New York.
No, I think trading back is not a bad thing.
The draft is so mellow with kind of above average talent that I don't even know if trading back is an option for people, because they're like, well, I can get the same talent if I stay here.
Yeah.
But I think they take quarterback here. I think there's 2 first round quarterbacks.
Yeah, I think he did in the combine. He was ranked 7th in the quarterbacks. His athleticism score was 13th, and his total score, he ranked 4th within the quarterback range.
Yeah, I mean, he fits the NFL mold, but limited exposure at Alabama. I mean, he really only played 1 year, so I mean,
and they compared him to Mac Jones, so you see where he's at.
Exactly. I mean, you're looking for a backup. You're not looking to draft in the first round for a backup.
No,
but
not use that pick for that.
I think the Jets are so desperate that they take him here.
Yeah, and I think they're looking for somebody long term. But why bring Geno back? I'm like, he didn't.
Because he's cheap.
I'm like, he didn't want to be there. You can tell. He said he never wanted to go back. But
he's cheap.
Yeah. And I guess with what was on the market, I think that was something that was available for him to go to. So, all right. So now we're going to get into our happy hour locks.
Please bet responsibly.
Yes. We're not responsible
don't
for you losing your money.
Yeah, don't blame us.
All right. Don't blame us. No.
All right. So I think I mentioned one earlier. I'm going to go ahead and re-implement that one. That was the Michigan minus 7.5.
Okay.
I think that's a complete lock. I think Michigan blows out UConn.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
I think they solidified like this superior conference run and championship.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Blowout.
What about your Masters?
So Masters, I think so. Rory's a 10x right now. So $10 on him wins you 100. I mean,
that sounds like a good one.
I don't think that's a bad one. I think you put money on Scheffler.
Number 1, baby.
Yeah, he's a 5.5x. I mean, you're getting there's good odds on all these guys, but the one I was going to mention earlier is the sleeper guy. My buddy told me about Chris Gotterup. He's at 33x. So
33x.
Yeah. So I mean, I wish you could bet.
Yeah.
Some of these places let you bet, top 10, top 20, top stuff like.
Yeah, not just to win.
Yeah, Prize Picks is only going to get you for the win, but I think you take a couple of those guys at the top, Scheffler, Rory, DeChambeau, and maybe like a Morikawa, and just have them and just $10 each. You're out $40 potential. If any of those guys wins, it's going to be 10x. So
you're right. I think I have some for today. Actually, let me look.
I hit a baseball one today.
I didn't.
I hit. This was.
Oh yeah, look at that. I got one for today. I got Jalen Green. PRA 25.5. Hit that. He got 33. Jacoby Walter, I did not get. Toronto. I had him getting 5.5 rebounds, assists. He got 3. Tatum, I got him getting 6.5 assists. He got 7. Got the center from Boston. Got him getting 23.8 PRA. He got 29. And the kid from Utah, center, it just keeps moving. I got him getting PRA 31.5. He's got 18. And then Santos from Golden State plays tonight. I got him getting 25.5 PRA.
You already missed one. So what's your payout for
5?
For missing one?
15, 225, and that was a $15 bet.
Nice. I had a $10 free bet today, so I bet C.J. Abrams against the Dodgers to have 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. He had 2. Roki Sasaki, I picked him to have more than 4 Ks. He had 5. And then Shohei Ohtani, more hits, runs, and RBIs. He had the bet was greater than 2.5. He had 5. So I smashed that bet. That should be an instant 3.5 time return.
That's what other one that I didn't hit on today.
Oh, I don't want to go over the ones I didn't hit, but
it was all baseball, and then it didn't. I hit 2 out of the 6.
Man, honestly,
one person didn't even play the Jeremy Pena.
50-50 on baseball. I didn't hit on the Michigan and Arizona game. I was Arizona heavy, and with them not hitting their numbers, I definitely missed out on that. I missed a couple of baseball bets.
This is mine from yesterday. So this is my Illinois, UConn, and I hit 1 on the UConn, Illinois, and then I hit 1 on the Arizona.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough betting yesterday, but
it was very one-sided.
Hitting 1 today will pay me for the rest of the week, so that'll be all right.
All right, guys, that's episode 8 of the Happy Hour Playbook.
It's been a good one.
It has been really good. Next week we'll catch you up on our final championship for
Masters
the NCAA.
Yep.
We're going to talk about the Masters. We'll catch up on some NBA. We'll get the final playoffs for them.
Should be starting.
Which would be nice. We'll have the play-in games and all that. And then we'll go over a little bit more of if from 17 down.
Yeah, the rest of the draft we'll try to hit up. And
we'll
then
go down on that.
We'll probably hit that one again that next weekend as well, because that'll be the weekend before.
Yeah, which is going to be exciting.
That's all right. I mean, we got so much to talk about. It's sports. It's a sports mecca right now with all the stuff going on.
For sure.
So,
but I'm
appreciate
Chris.
Y'all tuning in.
This is Wes. We'll see you guys next week. If you got anything to talk about, same thing. You guys hit us up on Instagram, Facebook. We got TikTok, YouTube.
I haven't got Twitter to work yet, but I'm gonna figure it out.
We're gonna figure out the Twitter thing. So,
Elon.
You got that spaceship up there now. You'd be able to help us out.
Should be able to get my podcast on your platform. Sending people to Mars and shit.
I know, right? He want to claim Mars as his own. But we'll go ahead and let you guys go. We'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. See you guys later.
Later, guys.
And that's the final whistle for today's Happy Hour Playbook. I'm Chris, and we're officially off the clock. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts so you don't miss out on our next slate of picks. Stay sharp, stay hydrated, and we'll see you at the next kickoff.